Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today we are taking a look at the AxyToys Devil, aka PITT. I am thrilled to have this figure. I pre-ordered him back in January. That was over 7 months ago, but he is finally here and he looks super duper cool. So let's jump right in. Starting with his package. He has an enormous package.
That's what she said.
But it looks pretty darn good. It's got a gigantic window on the front showing us everything that's going on inside. Unfortunately, it came with like this wraparound sleeve with a big circle on it. I'll put an image up on the screen. That was blocking a lot of stuff, so I took it off there for this, for this portion of the video. On the side, he's got a really nice like graphic image of himself right there on the side, and it says Devil. And on the back, it's got just an image of the gray figure and the red variant, which is actually coming in the mail as we speak. And on top of the box, it says Devil, nice and big right there. I think it's a pretty good packaging. I can't wait to get in it. So that's enough about this package. Let's get him out of the package and take a closer look at him. All right. Oh my goodness, he looks so freaking awesome. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get him measured up real quick. To the top of his head, he stands right at 9.5 inches, which would make the entire figure at 24 centimeters. I definitely think that is big enough. This is a big, heavy figure, and I love it. Let's stand him next to some other big, heavy, awesome figures. We're going to start out with the Loose Collector Monster Hide. Oh my goodness, look at that sight right there. That is beautiful. Look at the muscularity and the shading and everything on those figures. They look great. Let's stand him next to the Marvel Select Red Hulk. Wow, even the Red Hulk from Marvel Select for $30 holds up to $100 figures. That's just incredible. Marvel Legends is just so out of touch. Speaking of Marvel Legends, here he is with the Marvel Legends Gray Hulk, and he just looks drab and crappy next to this figure right here. I absolutely love it. And let's stand him next to a Dragon Ball character, the Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker, aka Broly, and he absolutely dwarfs Broly, and he even makes like Broly's paint job look kind of crappy. Is anybody noticing that? But they look good nonetheless. And just because I love this figure, let's stand him next to the Storm Arena Ryu, and I really like that. You know, Ryu's obviously only like 5'9", so he's coming up to about his waist, but that works. And lastly, here's an average size Marvel Legends. Here he is with Boxer's Deadpool, just so you can kind of see how he would stack up, and they all look really nice. Now for accessories, he comes with a large amount of stuff. I really like it. He comes with one head sculpt on him in the package, and it looks really good, but we'll get into more on it with the aesthetics. But he also gets this like skull kind of mask that comes with it, and it looks really good as well. He comes with 6 hands, 2 gripping hands on him in the package, and he gets 2 sets of these other like open, various style pose type of hands, and they both look really good. He gets several of these like ghost effect kind of pieces right here, and they look pretty cool as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but they look really good. He also gets these 2 real metal like knife sickle type looking things, and they look really awesome, and they come with 5 different real metal chains that you can wrap around him, and maybe I'll demonstrate them, maybe I'll just put up a picture, I don't know, but they look really cool. I know I kind of ran through the accessories, but there's just a lot of them, and there's too much to go through one at a time. But let's not forget about his cloth goods outfit here. He's got the like denim looking vest and the blue jean bottoms, and they're all stretchy material and look really cool. But I want to point out that the vest actually has a functioning zipper on it, and I think that is pretty darn cool. Now for aesthetic, he is freaking awesome. Obviously, he's a little top heavy. He's built like a superhero comic book character kind of thing, but he works really well. He's very stable. No problem standing him up. Let's start with his head. His face and head sculpt look incredible. The paint is beautiful. The teeth and gums are so darn good. The red eyes, I absolutely love it. That looks so darn good. Unfortunately, he doesn't match the source material 100% because he has like a nasal kind of cavity right here, and PITT in the comic books didn't have that, but he still looks pretty darn good. I like the hair and the ponytail. It is sculpted really nicely. I would have liked to have seen a wash or something in it, kind of make it pop just a little bit more, but there is enough paint on him that I'm not going to trip out. His muscularity, just look at it. It is absolutely gorgeous. This organic sculpt that he has is crazy, and the shading that is throughout the entire thing is gorgeous. His arms, look at that fucking thing. That is awesome. One complaint, these little floaty pieces here in the where the butterfly is doesn't quite match up. It's just painted just a little bit differently. I mean, I guess it's excusable, but it doesn't blend quite as much. It kind of stands out. Like the hands, look at his hands down here. That is just gorgeous. That looks so good. His claws, oh man, those are clean. This is a nice matte finish all over this figure. He just looks head to toe so good. His legs, I left his pants on him just because they're a pain in the ass to get off, but they do come off. I just didn't feel like taking them off, but I did take off his vest, obviously. And his legs look really good. They're not tubular. They've got, you know, some like taper in at the knee and out around the calves, like they should, you know. So that looks really nice. His feet, they look really good, and like his claw toenails, those look really awesome. I do have one complaint, and that's down here on the foot where the toe break is. If you can see right there, I can see a bit of the joint pin in through there, and that's on both feet. Unfortunately, that could have been a little bit better. And the fact that he has a metallic pin that you can see in the foot, I'm not that big of a fan of that. There's no reason for it, in my opinion. But a redeeming factor, there's paint even on the bottoms of the feet and detail in the bottom of the feet, like footprint type of detail. Like, companies just don't do that. So they really, you know, put in a lot of work on this figure. It is just, it's gorgeous. Like, somebody really cared who made this figure, and it looks so good. Articulation, prepare to be impressed, because this guy moves pretty darn good. There's his head. Looks down pretty decent. You can look him up pretty decent. I mean, he's a huge character, so he doesn't need to look like straight up over his head, so it's no big deal. But you get plenty of nuance and move around all you want, and that's because he's on a double ball peg.
Thank you.
Now, it's not the best executed double ball peg. It's a nice big peg, ball, I should say. The post could have been a little bit skinnier and a little bit taller to give us a little more range of motion, because that peg goes down into the neck, like probably connects down into the chest, or at least down into here somewhere, because I can tell by the movement it's not very shallow. So the tall neck meat kind of limits it to an extent, but it's still pretty good, and I'm glad they went the way they did. Shoulders, up to 90, zero issue, and very creamy joints. These joints move all very well. No, not really any creaking or anything. Full 360 rotation. They gave him a little bit about what you would want to call a butterfly, but you don't really get much in it. You can get a little bit of back and a little forward, but none really up and down. You can get a little bit up in it, but it's not going to bring the arm across him, but no big deal. For the bicep, that's a floating bicep like we've seen in some Hulk figures, so not that big a deal. That little lip down there, we've seen that before in Hulk figures, so it is what it is. The elbow is a single joint that is on a ball hinge itself, but we get our rotation right there at it, so I like that. And you're going to get 90. He's got a ginormous arm, so I've got no real issue with that. That's all he needs. He's not supposed to be flexible. He's got a ball hinge for a wrist that'll move the hand around, and that works pretty darn good. Let's get his arms out here. He has a diaphragm brake. There's neutral. It'll crunch him a little bit forward, and it'll take him a little bit back. You do get a little gapping in the front, and I mean just a little bit, but with the vest on it would be hidden. So just don't lean him back that far, I guess. But from the back, you don't get any gapping whenever you're leaning forward, unless you're like looking up from underneath of him, but why would you do that? Now, you also get plenty of lean and twist and all kinds of nuance, so I really like that joint. I think it's a double ball peg. There's a ball peg in the waist that gives him some more lean and move and twist, so I like it a lot. The diaper piece that's under here, this is flexible plastic, so it gives him all kinds of like latitude to move around. I like it a lot. Hips split out to about right there, so as good or better than any Hulk figure, so I've got zero problem there. Front kicks, not so well. What are you gonna do? I guess not that big a deal. Hulk figures don't kick forward very much either. He's got a little tight booty on him, so the legs ain't gonna kick back any, but that's okay. Thigh swivel, that thigh swivels. He's got a great double jointed knee. Proportions are really good, plenty of range, and the pants, when they're on, hide how ugly the joint is, but if they were off, the joint wouldn't look so great. No shin swivel. Whoops, I just bumped the camera. Sorry, everybody. The ankle is a hinge, and it will take it down all the way like that and all the way up like that. That's not the prettiest look in the world, but what are you going to do? And you do get some rocker, so I do like that. Now, its toe hinge, we've already talked about how it was ugly, but it's got tons of range, and actually, once it's engaged, isn't the ugliest thing I've ever seen. No peg holes in the bottoms of the feet. A little loose. I don't know if that would hold the weight of his figure, but it's not that bad. Overall, he moves really well. Okay, final thoughts on the AxyToys Devil, aka PITT here. This figure is awesome. He is beyond awesome. This figure is incredible. His joints are really, really smooth, which was something I went into this worried about, but he moves really nicely. He's got an awesome spread of accessories, as we saw, even more than I even went into in detail, but they're really awesome. Take my word for it. The paint and sculpt, off the charts. You've seen it the entire video, how awesome and fantastic he looks. He is a huge, heavy figure. He is going to stand out on your shelf and look really, really nice. Do me a favor real quick before I give him a grade. They've got a new hype button. Click that, hype up this video a little bit, get in the habit of doing that, and give me a like and a subscribe, okay? Anyways, this figure right here, I think he was almost $100 after taxes and shipping. Is he worth it? Absolutely. I highly recommend this figure. This one or the red one, I will do a kind of a comparison video when I get my red one in the mail. Should be any day now. This looks awesome. I have a feeling that one's going to look awesome too. I'm going to give this figure overall an A. He's a solid A. There's really not much more they could do with him except maybe fix that nose, but I think that there is a third-party head sculpt out there without a nose that looks more like him. I didn't buy it, probably not going to. You might want to look it up. Anyways, that is all I have got for PITT here. Do me a favor, click on that video just popped up in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.